Good morning and welcome to Boston. I am going to be vlogging this week, so I'll update you on the whole move from Sydney through to Boston. So I hope you enjoy this format. I won't necessarily be doing exclusively vlogs going forwards because I also really like creating those specifically style related videos like the capsule wardrobes and that sort of thing. But I thought I'd give it a go, see what vlogging feels like, see if it's any fun, see if you like it. I always love watching other people's vlogs because I feel that I'm quite a nosy person and I love to get that insight into other people's lives and have a nosy around what they're up to and what their life looks like. So maybe you like that too, maybe you don't. I'm going to be vlogging this week and bringing you along with me, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I got a few parcels and I thought I would unbox this one with you. Hold on, you're not that close. Okay, this is a little bit closer, so hopefully this is fine. But basically, because we just moved into a new apartment overseas and Theo and I moved with just one suitcase each, we've had to get lots of things for the house. So that's probably mostly what is in here. And then I also got a very large parcel that is very exciting that I will show you in a minute as well. Before I open this, something very exciting I got earlier today is this brush. It's one of those wet brushes that you're supposed to be able to brush your hair while it's wet without kind of breaking it or pulling as many hairs out, which I really like. And it's also one of those enormous paddle brushes. And I have been using this very nice but tiny little brush all summer long. And I'm very excited to brush more than a single strand of hair at once. For size comparison, this is the other hairbrush that I've been using. And when your hair is as long as mine is right now, it unfortunately needs a little bit more than just this guy. Okay, let's unbox this. Ooh, okay, what do we have here? I got one of those dry brushes like this because it's supposed to be good for, I don't know, lymphatic drainage, something like that. So I got one of them. And then I also got a set of tea towels because we've been in this place for a week and we haven't really had tea towels, and I'm hoping that these ones are going to be better at drying things because there is nothing worse than doing the dishes and having tea towels that don't really dry anything. Well, these are really cute and they feel very sturdy, so I hope they're up to the task. But they look good. So the thing I'm actually really excited about is that my standing desk, which is right here, has arrived. I've been looking forward to this for months. So I'm gonna unbox that now and then I'll have a bit more of a chat to you after. So it turns out the standing desk is actually reasonably heavy and bulky, so I'm gonna wait till Theo gets home to fully assemble it. But I thought I'd sit down and have a bit of a chat with you because it has been a minute since I posted on here. And there have been some substantial changes in my life that have changed my content a little bit, although they probably change things more for my life behind the scenes than they do actually for the type of content that you guys get to see on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. So basically over the next few months, I really want to post more on YouTube. YouTube I find to be the most rewarding platform out of the platforms that I'm on. I'm also on Instagram and I'm also on TikTok, but I really love YouTube. There's something about the longer form video format that I think just creates a better community. I find it more rewarding. It's definitely more work, but I enjoy it more. So more YouTube videos. Definitely more style content coming up as well. I moved to Boston with just a suitcase. I don't have any winter clothes and I feel like the size that I'm wearing changes every other month at the moment. So I'm going to be building a bit of a capsule wardrobe over the autumn winter months, and I'll definitely take you along for that ride. So lots more style content coming up and I'm really looking forward to creating that. It's very sunny here. I don't think it was quite this sunny when I started out this little chat. As I create these weekly vlogs, I'm sure I'll continue to share lots more about this big change in my life because it certainly is a big change. I thought moving cities from Adelaide to Sydney was going to be one of the biggest changes I made, but it turns out moving countries is infinitely more stressful. So here we are. Something else I'll probably do a little bit of content on is travel. Just before I actually ended up in Boston, I spent 2.5 months traveling with Theo through the western part of the United States and also in the UK and France. So we had a great big fun summer before getting down to work here, and I've got a bit of content up my sleeve from then that I would love to share with you as well. But yeah, that's what's been going on. But I'll definitely share more as I do more of these vloggy kind of things, and please let me know if you actually like the the vlogs. Be nice, because this is one of the first ones I've done. And if it's not very good, it's probably because I'm not very good at it yet, but everything takes practice, and there'll be plenty more of the more structured, formal kind of content coming up as well. And that's all I have to say for today, so I'll see you tomorrow. As I'm editing this video, I realized I never actually showed you what my setup looks like now. So I have my standing desk right here. I think it looks beautiful. It has these little electronic bits on the side that make it go up and down. It also is connected to power, so you can plug things in to charge them, which is great for managing cables. And then I have my walking pad treadmill thing here, which means that I can get steps while I'm working on things. And I think it's great because I don't know about you, but I find standing at the desk so uncomfortable, and walking is actually more comfortable. So I'm usually either walking or sitting at my desk. It's great. Hi, hello. It is now Wednesday afternoon and I am getting ready for a drinks thing with some people that I haven't met before tonight. So I have just finished doing my hair and I thought it might be fun to bring you along with what I've been using on my face recently. All right, I've got my hair back, I've moisturized my face, and first I'm going to use the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, which is my favorite base for just like a glowy, light-ish coverage. I think it has a little bit more coverage than a lot of skin tints on the market, and maybe quite a lot of other tinted moisturizers, and it's just the one that I use all the time. Although I don't currently have anything that is a little bit fuller coverage in my collection, and I think I would like to have the option for that sometimes. So I'm going to look into some drugstore options for something a little bit more full coverage for when I want it. But for now, I've always loved the NARS Tinted Moisturizer. It's really nice. Just blend that out with a sponge. And then for concealer, I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is my favorite one for under the eyes. It just, I don't know, it has a nice consistency. It always works well and it feels nice on the skin as well, which is more than I can say for a lot of concealers in both the paste and liquid formulations. And then I'll put just a little bit on my skin here, but I don't tend to cover the acne spots on my skin too much because first of all, there's not really any point. I mean, I feel like people can still see it. It's just about zapping that redness a little bit. And also I don't want to wear makeup every day and then feel self-conscious about my skin when I'm not wearing any makeup or where I'm wearing less makeup. You know, I want to wake up in the morning and feel good about my reflection, and I think if I, you know, got too used to covering them up all the time, then it would make me even more self-conscious about it than it has. And the reason why my skin has changed so much since earlier videos that I've posted on this channel is because I went off the pill earlier this year and I actually ended up going back on because I suppose you don't have side effects from coming off the pill, but the symptoms that I experienced coming off the pill were too much amongst the stress of an international move. So I went back on the pill for the time being, and I'll have to see a medical professional, I think, about how you deal with hormones and annoying stuff like that. So that's, yeah, what my skin looks like for now. I'm fine with it. It's on the mend. It's just a little bit annoying and has knocked my confidence a bit this year. And then now that the liquid part of the base is done, I'm going to put some powder over the top of it. And I've really been enjoying these sort of triangle powder puffs recently. I don't pick a huge amount of product up off the cake, but I just like a little bit of powder to kind of tone down the shininess in some areas. All right, there we go. That's all I'll do. I haven't actually used this palette a whole lot over the summer because I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury cheek products, the Pink Gasm, Glow Gasm blush and highlighter that's really popular. And I do really love those, but I want my makeup to last for a few hours and I feel like I miss using this. It's one of the Hourglass holiday palettes and I hesitated buying one the first few years they brought one out, but I bought this, I don't think it was last Christmas, I think it might have been the previous Christmas. And I find this palette really handy for travel actually, because it's just one palette. It's got this enormous mirror here, which is great for doing your makeup, and it's got cheek products, highlight products. It has sort of like the finishing powders and then also a bronzing product. So I'll do this bronzer first. And I'll just pop a little bit under the cheek, around the edges. Bring it a little bit further down on my forehead. Blend that in a little bit better. And then some pink for the cheeks. I love the Hourglass blushes. They have kind of a glow to them. Not a chunky glitter, but they do have reflecting particles in them. And I like that. Sometimes I like a matte look, sometimes I like a glowier look. I might just do a little bit more of that bronzer on my eyelids. It's always a nice way to bring the face together. All right, it's probably time to get some brow definition on this face, and I'm using the Hourglass Arch Brow pencil. And I still use this in the color Ash, which is a color I've been using through when my hair has been blonder and also when my hair has been a little bit darker. And I think because it matches the sort of light to mid-brown, cool tone color of my roots, that it works even when my hair is a little bit more blonde, like it is at the moment. I'm sure everyone else has this, where one brow is always a lot easier to shape than the other. So this is my brow that I find a lot easier. And then this one I find so much more difficult. It's shorter, like the hairs here aren't as defined. So I always have to do a bit of pencil to bring it in. I always think it looks weird. All right, and to set them, I'm gonna use the Mecca Brow Wax. I just wet my little brush a little bit and then rub it in there and then press the hairs down. And I sort of only press within the line of my brow. I don't press them outside of my brow to create that ultra laminated look. But I find if I press them just within the bounds of the brow, it gives them a fluffy, natural sort of look, and also keeps them in place for the whole day. All right, time to define these eyelashes. And I'm first gonna curl them. Curling them honestly makes all the difference. And then I'm gonna use the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, which is a beautiful, natural sort of looking mascara. I think if you want your lashes to look substantially longer and fuller, this isn't the one I would go for. But if you want a reasonably natural look, then you can definitely use this one. The reason I'm using it is I actually don't have any other mascaras at the moment. And so while I do love it and wear it most days, I would like more variety, but I haven't yet had the budget to take my will to the drugstore or Sephora to get some other options. All right, so for lips, I'm gonna use this Mecca Max lip pencil in the shade Chic. And this is probably slightly on the lighter side, but we're working with it. To find the Cupid's bow. And then for some color on the actual lip, I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow in the color of Dreams. And I find this beautiful on the lips. I have used it on my cheeks and I find it to be a little bit sticky. So if I'm traveling, it's a great product because it works double duty, and I always appreciate that. But as a cream blush, it's probably just a little bit too sticky. But on the lips, it's beautiful. I think it's actually very difficult to create a product that is the perfect formulation for both the cheeks and the lips. Like, you're looking for slightly different things in those two products. You want the same color, but not the same formulation necessarily. And doing the same color is absolutely not necessary either. All right, so that is the finished look. If you enjoy these sorts of get ready with me's, let me know and I will endeavor to include more of them. I really enjoyed filming this. I was actually feeling a little bit flat earlier, but I don't know, I feel all shiny and new now. I will show you what I'm wearing for tonight as well, so stay tuned. All right, so this is what I'm planning on wearing tonight. I've got this ribbed black singlet top kind of situation and then a spotty black and white skirt. It's practically been my uniform all summer and I love it. And I've got this straw bag that I have literally worn almost every day this summer. And you know, one last thing I think this outfit needs is a bit of jewelry. All right, let's see what I can find. I'll put my rings on. And then I think I'm feeling sort of gold jewelry for this. So I'll go for these gold ones. They're a little bit sparkly. I think they're really cute. So Anna Louisa did give me these earrings a little while ago, but I don't really have any other gold jewelry. And I had wanted a pair of gold hoops for quite a while now. And these ones are just perfect. And I love that they're a little bit sparkly as well. Oh, they're just so beautiful. And then they go with this necklace, which has a beautiful little pendant. And then the chain, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got this sort of twisted effect and it just looks so beautiful. All right, let's get this on. And that is the finished look. And I am ready approximately 5 hours ahead of schedule. I'm exceptionally punctual today. No, I knew that I was getting ready way too early. I just wanted to film it and not be in a rush. I did buy an outfit the other day for something that looks a little bit more professional because I've got a few events coming up that have that kind of dress code. So I will show you that now. Okay, here is my slightly professional outfit that has me feeling like a proper business school wife right now. I have my turtleneck rolled inwards rather than outwards, like Mary Orton says. And if you don't follow her on Instagram, you should, because she has the best tips sometimes. I picked up this jumper and the skirt that I'm wearing, I'll show you in a second, both from Nordstrom Rack, because that is where my budget is right now. I was actually really excited to shop the American brands, and then when we got here I realized that first of all that's like totally not in my budget at the moment, and then secondly the exchange rates from Australian dollars are just terrible, in the gutter at the moment. So brands that I was really excited to shop at, like Reformation, and even more affordable ones like Aritzia, totally out of budget. So Nordstrom Rack is where it's at. This turtleneck is from a brand called Joseph A, and then my skirt is the Nordstrom Rack brand. So I'll show you that now. And the shoes are Steve Madden. So that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here for the next one soon.